What brought us here to Calvary Chapel, Victorville? Well, we've been attending several churches in the high desert for a number of years, and we kind of got to a place in our spiritual walk where the churches in and of themselves were fine, but the teaching was more topical and not so much chapter by chapter, book by book. And we didn't really feel like we were being fed. So we were laying in bed on a Sunday, and she was scrolling through Facebook and came across one of Pastor Gary's teachings on Facebook Live. And she turned up the volume, and I heard it, and it caught my attention. And immediately I turned and asked, who's that teaching? Who's speaking? And then she told me that it was Calvary Chapel, Victorville. And shortly after that, we just decided to discuss whether or not we were going to come and check it out and visit. Because at that point we were already involved in another church with a home group. So it was just a matter of, let's come check it out and see if it's, a good fit for us, if this is where God's calling us.
What has kept us here is it was a really neat experience walking through those doors and just honestly feeling the love from everybody, the hugs, the sinceres, how are you, and actually the wanting to hear the how are yous. And it wasn't just the first day, it was the week after that Sunday, that Wednesday, and it just continued on. I know that the second week we were here, it was so neat because we met a couple who, when other people saw us talking, they thought we knew each other for years. And we had only seen each other twice, but I think it was that love that this church just overflowed with, and it just, you can feel it, you can see it. And we haven't wanted to be able to leave since then, so we're still here.
Definitely feels like home.
Yes.
So the verse that the Lord showed us is in Isaiah 58:11, and it says that the Lord will guide you continually and satisfy your soul in drought and strengthen your bones. You shall be like a watered garden and like a spring of water whose waters do not fail. And that verse kind of ties into the fact that we were spiritually thirsty. We were longing for just to hear the pure Word of God taught, and not just the topical teachings we had grown accustomed to over the last 4 years. And since we've been here, we just really feel refreshed spiritually and revived.